Hello, and welcome to
Lawrence and Howard exploring the past. Lawrence and Howard exploring the past. They go to Egypt, India, France, Japan, exploring the past just to lend you a hand. Yeah.
Today's episode, the Mughal Empire. My name's Howard.
And I'm Lawrence.
Today we'll be talking about the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire got its name from Mongols. The region was conquered by an army led by a descendant of Timur the Lame and Genghis Khan.
You're absolutely right, Howard.
I know.
Did you know that after that, Sultan Mahmud led a Turkish army and invaded Indian cities and temples? That left the region very weak and vulnerable, just like you.
I'm hungry, let's get in the car.
Okay.
Actually, Lawrence, I did know that. And then, this place became the capital of loose empire of Turkish warlords.
What place, Howard?
Delhi.
Oh, Howard, you're such a jokester. Howard, it wasn't that funny. So many choices.
Can I have a turkey sandwich? Can I just get a vegetarian with everything except the jalapeno spread? Oh, I know. Perfect.
Why are there so many choices? I know. They're hot, yet delicious.
Perfect. Bugles, Mughals, get it?
I like to eat apples and banana. Do you have a quarter?
Oh, of course.
Oh, you're so magic.
I know.
I've been wanting one all week.
It's yellow.
It's green.
Hey Chives. Hey Chives. Hey Chives. Hey Chives. What? Timur the Lame destroyed the Delhi. Hey Lawrence, how are those bugles?
They're delish. Did you know in 1494, an 11-year-old boy named Babur inherited a kingdom in modern-day Uzbekistan and Tajikistan?
Wow.
It was a small kingdom, but the elders took it away and drove him south. He built an army and used that followed him into India. That's where they made Kraj. And he laid a foundation for the Mughals.
Oh, how interesting. Did you know that after that, in 1526, he led 12,000 men to victory?
Sweet! Just like this Kraj.
Over 100,000 men.
That's so many, just like this Kraj.
Anyway, years later, he defeated the Rajput army.
No way.
Yes way.
Perfecto. There's so many tomatoes on the sandwich. It's crazy. Just like this Kraj.
I love Crush.
Why hello there, Howard.
Why hello there, Lawrence.
A forgive chess.
Why, of course. I love chess.
I love chess too.
I love chess more.
Listen to this. After the boy died, his stupid son, Humayun, lost all of his territory. For a good move. He thought a king should be aggressive so that none of his neighbors or enemies would try to conquer him.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh my god, you're so good at this game.
I know.
He expanded to the Deccan Plateau and appointed Rajputs as officers. He turned his enemies into allies.
What a smart man.
His 13-year-old grandson took over after he died. His name? Akbar. He unified a land of over 100 million people.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. More than all of Europe put together.
Wowza.
He was a genius at cultural blending, very tolerant, and married Hindu princesses without forcing them to convert. That was cute. He abolished tax of Hindu pilgrims and the hated jizya. Todamar formed a taxation policy like the U.S. income tax.
Wow.
It was fair and affordable. More peasants paid it, and they got much needed money for the empire.
That's so smart.
Officials didn't work hard because they knew that their children wouldn't inherit any money, any property, or pretty much anything.
Wow.
So, as Akbar extended the Mughal Empire, he welcomed influences from many different cultures. This cultural blending, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Had an effect on art, education, politics, and language. Will you stop it?
I beat you.
I have one left, you silly goose.
Oh, I just captured you. Go on.
The high-class people spoke Persian, while the foreigners and common people spoke Hindi. That's a mixture of Persian and the local language. Hindi is still the most widely spoken language in India today. Another language, Urdu, was formed by the many soldiers from different backgrounds.
Wow. Well, anyway, I'll tell you something interesting now.
I'm listening.
You see, there was a lot of art in the Mughal Empire. A lot of it was book illustrations. You see, they called them miniatures, like little, because they were small.
Oh, like these.
Yes, but no. Babur's son, Humayun, brought two masters of this art to teach the Mughals. A story called Akbarnama.
Akbarnama.
Or also called Book of Akbar.
Book of Akbar.
Came from it, telling of his deeds and campaigns.
Deeds and campaigns.
Stop that.
Sorry.
Akbar devoted himself to architecture. The style was called Akbar period architecture. It was very intricate and portrayed Hindu themes. Akbar died, sadly, in 1605.
How tragic.
His first successor was his son, who called himself Jahangir, or Grasper of the World.
Grasp of the world.
What did I tell you about her name?
I'm sorry.
His wife, Nur Jahan, was a Persian princess. She ruled with an iron hand. She understood politics and how to use power. She appointed her own father as the prime minister. She thought her son Khusra would be a good successor, but when he rebelled against his father, she favored another son instead. When Khusra's rejection was the beginning of a long and bitter religious conflict. Jahangir promoted Islam in the Mughal state, but when Khusran rebelled, he turned... What are you doing?
Nothing.
When Khusran rebelled, he turned to the Sikhs. What are the Sikhs, you ask? A non-violent religious group that contained elements similar to Hinduism and Sufism, and Islamic mysticism.
Really?
Yes.
How interesting.
Who is the leader, you ask?
Who's the leader, I ask?
Guru Arjun.
Oh!
He defended and sheltered Khusra. For this, he was arrested and tortured to death. Mughals hated him.
I hate him too.
Come on, man. Really? Shah Jahan, Jahangir's son and successor, hated competition. He assassinated all of his possible rivals and loved his beautiful buildings, his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, and loved long walks on the beach. His mother arranged the marriage for political reasons, but he fell genuinely in love. Sadly, his wife died in 1631 at age 39, while giving birth to her, get this, 14th child.
That's...
14th
I'll do
child.
10 and you do.
14th child.